Welcome to this week's WAC Fast Break, your weekly 360 look around the world of WAC hoops. I'm Kendra. We are less than 6 weeks away from our conference basketball tournament in Las Vegas. And on the men's side, we have 3 teams with 5 wins apiece in conference play. California Baptist is on a 5-game win streak. The Lancers defeated Utah Tech, then Utah Valley 78-71 in OT. Grad guard Dominique Daniels Jr. averaged an insane 36.5 points on the week to earn him the University Credit Union WAC Player of the Week. Daniels scored a WAC season-best 47 points in the OT win over the Wolverines. He's now top 10 in the nation in points per game, averaging 22 a contest. Daniels is this week's special guest on WAC Chat with Andy Katz. You can find that full interview on our YouTube page at WAC Sports TV later this week. UT Arlington is 5-2 in WAC play. The Mavericks had just 1 game last week, taking down Tarleton State 71-64 behind 23 points from Rayshon Seamster. Southern Utah got a huge win over Utah Valley 84-70 before falling to Utah Tech on the road. We featured him last week. The senior transfer Jaden Farrow continues to be a major threat. He averaged 26 points and over 11 rebounds a game this past week. Farrow is this week's University Credit Union WAC Newcomer of the Week. In women's basketball, California Baptist continues to roll. The Lancers are 7-1 in conference play and remain at the top of the standings. CBU earned big-time victories over Utah Tech and Utah Valley on the road. Freshman Phenom Lauren Olsen averaged double-digit scoring this week and has taken over the top spot for scoring average in conference games at over 18 points a contest. Let's take a look at some Lauren Olsen highlights and see why she's having such an electric campaign. So we'll start here. CBU is on the road at Utah Valley. The Lancers are wearing their road blues. Lauren Olsen is right here. She has the ball. So she sees an opportunity. Her teammate sets a screen. She drives through. She does have open players. You got a couple open players here in the corners, but she sees the opportunity, is aggressive in the paint, and gets the ball to drop. She is shooting with a ton of confidence right now. She's shooting over 46% from the field, and she gets to the free throw line the most of any teammate on this squad. So let's take a look at another one here. Felipa Barros is actually with the ball right here, and you'll see Lauren Olsen come into the picture right here. Wide open. Boom. Olsen definitely going to drain that. She is shooting 42% from beyond the arc. And here, look at this. Just a minute later, okay, you know that CBU shoots a lot of threes. They average about 29 three-pointers every single game. So Olsen has defenders on her. She'll shoot it over to Barros. But then what does that do? It leaves Olsen wide open again. So Utah Valley not learning from their mistakes there. Olsen drains another one. She made 4 three-pointers in this game, had a total of 19 points. We'll take a look at one more because Felipa Barros driving to the hoop. So what does that do? It leaves it open for the kick out to Olsen, who drains it. She says that her teammates have given her tremendous confidence this year, and it's showing. She's leading all scores through conference games, over 18 points a game. Olsen is this week's guest on the WAC Basketball Podcast. She talked to me about what's allowed her to play so well in her freshman campaign. You can find that interview later this week on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. Abilene Christian sits at 5-1 in WAC play. The Wildcats' lone game against Tarleton State got postponed due to the snowy weather and has now been rescheduled for February 3rd at 6 p.m. Southern Utah is sitting at 5-3 in WAC play after wins over Utah Valley and Utah Tech. Brooklyn Fely is the Jersey Mike's a sub-above WAC player and newcomer of the week after averaging over 15 points a game and nearly 10 boards. Fely sits 3rd in the conference in rebounding. Be sure to stay up to date on all of our final scores and conference standings on our socials at WAC Sports. And as always, you can catch all basketball games live on ESPN. We're approaching the final week of games in January, and things are certainly heating up in the WAC.